Hello YouTube, it's Boost Tech here, and in this video I'm going to be explaining to you the advantages and disadvantages of a wireless connection and a wired connection. So first of all, I'm going to tell you what I use. I use a wired connection. However, in the past I used to use a wireless connection, as my router, which is used to be situated downstairs, is now upstairs into the games room. So from now on I actually use a wired connection since I've been able to move the device. However, some people prefer to use a wireless connection, and especially if they are using a laptop or a tablet where a wired connection is not available. So if you're using a laptop or a tablet, the wireless adapter is usually built into the system. However, if you're using a desktop, it's very rare to find the wireless adapter built in, so you have to go out and purchase an external adapter which connects via USB. However, when you're looking at a wired connection, and most modern computers, and say some older computers, have the internet or network adapter built into the motherboard, so you don't have to go out and buy an external adapter unless your computer is really old. You don't have to go out and buy an external adapter to insert into the motherboard for the Ethernet cable, as that blue wire is called. So in terms of them both, so here's a scenario. If you are connecting one computer and your modem is directly next to the computer, you're better off having a wired connection, since you're not having to travel loads and loads of meters where you have to see the unsightful blue or whatever color it is Ethernet cable. So if you're just connecting one computer to a simple modem, then wired connection is fine. However, if you're connecting multiple devices or want to set up a large home network with computers in different rooms and so forth, then you may want to do a wireless connection, as this is, as it says in the name, it's wireless, and therefore no cables are required. However, you must go out and purchase a wireless router, which enables you to connect wireless devices to, then the router itself is connected to the modem by Ethernet cable, which is again this blue wire. So this blue wire, or whatever color it is, so this cable you can see in front of you, this Ethernet cable, is very helpful. This is what you're going to be using to connect most of your devices to. So in terms of functionality and speed, when you're looking at a wireless connection, what you have to bear in mind is that there's other wireless devices that you may be using within your home or business. So for example, cordless phones again run on the same frequency as most internet adapters and routers when they're trying to communicate through the signal. So you have to bear that in mind. Also, if you're using a microwave or watching TV, all these signals may be interfering with the network itself, which can cause a slight, you might not notice it, but it's a slight depreciation in the actual speed of the internet. And having to go through walls, you may have to spend quite a huge amount of money trying to find a strong router and to receive, and a strong wireless adapter that will send the signals. And wireless adapters can range anywhere between £20 to well over £100, so it depends on what you're using it for. However, with the advantage of wireless is that it's wireless, so it can be pretty much anywhere within the house and not really worry about struggling to find an internet connection. So let's move on to a wired connection. Now this is what I use. I mentioned earlier, I use a wired connection for one of many reasons. One, you're not going to get any interference with any wireless devices or microwave emitting devices, so you won't have to worry about any electromagnetic activity, or you have to mention about anything interfering with the device, because it's all going straight through the cable, so there's no wireless transmission anywhere within the network itself. Also, when you're doing downloading or uploading to YouTube, the speed is going to be a lot quicker, because the signal or the data is going straight through the Ethernet cable, and it's not having to travel wirelessly through walls or floors or anything like that. So having to travel long distances wirelessly, which can again show a depreciation with the internet connection. However, there are many drawbacks with a wired connection. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, if you're doing gaming like I do, you'd want a wired connection, because especially if you're hosting the game like on Call of Duty, you want a good connection, because if your connection is laggy or it's it's poor in terms of receiving data, you're going to get a lot of hassle for it, because people are going to be annoyed because they're going to be on a weak server. It's going to just be an awful game, especially if you're on the wireless connection. Sometimes wireless connection can be as slow as dial-up in terms of trying to upload or download or play online games. However, for wired connection, you're not going to see any of that problem, because it's a strong connection between the router, if you're using one, or straight to the modem. Strong connection coming straight through. You get your internet supplier who cables it up to the modem, and then you connect it straight. So it's all cable here, so you connect the cable right to your computer through, which is the Ethernet cable, and so it's a strong connection. So you won't see any problems, or very rarely, unless the whole network is down, very rarely, or it would have to be down off the internet provider side, you'll rarely see any internet depreciation. However, there are many disadvantages with wired. As you can see, it's a wire, and it can be very unsightful at times if you're traveling, making it travel long distances, like cabling it through walls and trying to cable it under the carpet and trying to hide it. It's pretty thick wire, and it can be very awkward and very messy at times, as I've realised that I've got 3 going to the hub, and wires, well, especially the Ethernet cable, can be a bit annoying as it tangles and gets in the way. But apart from that, you get a pretty strong connection with it, so there should be no problems there whatsoever. And also, there is an additional type of method I haven't got with me, and I haven't really used, and that's called power line. And what that enables you to do is it's kind of like wireless and wired all in one. So you need to have a main supply, and attached to that main supply is one end of the Ethernet cable, so it's just one end, and that's connected to the plug, and that plugs in straight through your main house electricity. So your main house socket, plug straight in, and then it uses your home electricity cable and copper wire to travel up, and because it goes all through the house. So you have your electricity going all through the house, and then you plug it into the actual to another circuit anywhere within the house, because it's all connected together. So anywhere within the house, that plugs in, and you plug that to your computer or games console, whatever you're using. So I hope this gives you a quick heads up on what would best suit you if you want to use, and which is in my personal opinion, I'd rather go for wired as a stronger connection, although wireless is said to be more convenient. So with that in mind, I hope you found this video useful. So this has been Boost Tech here. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Have a pleasant day. Bye for now.